Welcome to the Hot Girl School, the podcast where we redefine confidence and go way beyond the reflection you see in the mirror.
We're your hosts, Lauren and Danielle, here to empower you to embrace your inner radiance because confidence is so much more than looks.
Whether you're strutting into an event or conquering the boardroom, join us as we explore topics like self-love, inner strength, and owning your unique journey to confidence.
So grab your favorite drinkie and turn up that volume because you're about to unleash your true potential.
On today's episode of the Hot Girl School, you are going to learn about finding your uniform, tips and tricks to clean out your closet, and we're going to talk about how clothes hold energy and why you should pay attention to the energy your clothes are holding. Let's dive in. I am so excited for today because I recently cleaned out my closet and it has brought me so much joy. We want to talk to you about clothes having energy, about figuring out a uniform that helps you feel confident. As I shared in the last week's episode, I need to know what I'm wearing. I need to show up in comfortable clothes and things that I feel good in, and that really helps me boost my confidence. So we are stoked to talk to you about today's episode. Let's dive in.
This is probably my favorite topic because I do think that having your uniform is the root of your confidence, because if you don't feel good, it's not coming out good. I don't know how else to say that. If you there's nothing worse than not being able to find something to wear. So the preparation of knowing where you're going and what you're going to have in your closet is huge, because not only does it save time, but you've done all the legwork up front. So when you're getting ready, you can be in a good mood and it's just going to be smooth sailing. You don't have any hiccups of, oh, what am I going to wear? And then you're not late, you're on time, or maybe early. Just the uniform, it runs so deep for me, and I can't wait to share.
Yeah, I feel like when I'm getting ready and I already have my outfit picked out, I enjoy the get ready part so much more because I'm excited to wear that. I know I feel good in it. And I'm definitely not one, I pre-plan outfits. I'm usually, I guess for events and stuff. On my day-to-day life, I'll go, pick out whatever after I'm ready. But for events, concerts, parties, birthday parties, dates with my husband, I need to know what I'm wearing before I get ready. And it makes me enjoy the process so much more.
Agree. I think you said it perfectly. It makes you excited to go to this event. It makes you excited to be out, especially if it's new, which we will talk about our opinions on normalizing wearing outfits.
Let's do
more
it.
than once. Okay, so what is the uniform? Share what your uniform is.
This is your favorite. You tell people what the uniform is. You talk about it. This is your favorite.
This is my thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so your uniform is what makes you feel the most comfortable. And I would say I have mine's from nail polish and jewelry to the makeup I wear to what I like to wear. It used to be a tank top and jean shorts. I hate wearing jeans. And now it's kind of turning into fun dresses that you can wear on more than one occasion. Obviously, if you're going to a gala or something, there's not really a uniform, but I don't love strapless. I prefer not to wear a bra. You have these things that just make you feel good. And so having those in your closet, again, if you're running late or you're oh, I didn't prepare, you can just go run and grab your uniform and you're going to put it on and look good, even though you have worn it multiple times. So what is your uniform? I don't know if I explained it very well.
The concept of the uniform is clothes make you feel good. So what does your body, everybody has different body types and different styles. I have really large boobs and they're real, and I have nursed two babies. So I don't like strapless. I don't like a spaghetti strap. I must wear a bra. I would like to change that someday, but I must wear a bra, right? So the uniform, the general idea of this is where can you go in your closet to know that if you're in a pinch or you're not feeling your best self, you're having kind of an off day, what can you grab to put on and feel good? And making sure your uniform is in your closet, maybe having it in multiple colors. You talked about this the other day. You're I love these pants. I have them in 3 colors. I even have 3 pairs of the same color. The point is you want to feel good in your clothes. So don't be afraid to buy multiple things. And your uniform can change. For me, my daughter is about to turn 2. After I have a baby, it takes my body a very long time to readjust. 2 years, I'm starting to feel like myself again. And so I liked to cover up, like a blazer, a chunky necklace, jeans, or some fun bottoms. I didn't really care about the bottoms, but I liked like my arms to be covered and things like that. And now I'm feeling a little more like me, so I'm mixing and matching things a little bit more, but I have stuff in my closet that I know, all right, if I have this event, I want to feel good and I can't find anything, I can just put that on and walk out the door and I'm feeling good about myself.
Okay, two things. My first one is a quick tip. Sometimes it's good to just go to like lulus.com or even Shein or Fashion Nova. I love
Yeah.
the cheap websites. And just finding a few dresses, literally two, one or two, and just have them in case you get invited because they're all under $100. And just go and find one or two that are your style. When you get them, you'll be excited to wear them because most of us get last minute invites. That way, you're not stressing to find something. It's just in your closet. And I did that for many years. I would just have one or two dresses and they were
Yeah.
totally like one would be gold sequins and one would be black for a wedding, or something. And it just was helpful to have. And then you can wear those because they're kind of statement pieces.
Yeah.
So that's a little tip. And then
Yeah.
my
No,
other question is,
that's such a good
how are
one.
you feeling as you are shedding is the word I want to use, like shedding whatever it is, the weight in your
Yeah.
uniform, and like as you're going through this, is it small, big change, transformation into like where did you come from and where are you going?
Yeah, no, like I think that we all like go through transformations, right? And having a baby is just, gosh, I mean, our bodies are amazing. It is incredible what the woman's body can do. Story for another day. But yeah, I think that like, so I started the episode by saying I just cleaned out my closet. And one of the things we wanted to talk about is like the energy that clothes hold too. So for me, I was cleaning out my closet and I'm like, I was shedding. I'm like, why am I holding on to these pants? Like, I don't ever want to fit into these again. I did not feel cute when I wore them, but they fit, right? So, being like, if you're holding on, you're almost like subconsciously telling yourself, like, maybe you have pants in there from like high school or something. And you're like, I mean, bell bottoms are back in style. So it's not the craziest thing. But it's not likely that when you're in your late 30s, early 40s, that you're going to fit back into that. And so if you're holding that on, you're holding that energy into your closet. Same goes for if you're holding clothes that you've out, like that no longer fit you because you've lost weight and you're like, oh, I'm just going to hold it in case. Like, nobody wants to gain weight again and
Mm-mm.
and be in those clothes. So you're subconsciously saying it's okay if that happens, right? And so your closet is so much about like who you are and how you feel. So I
And
encourage
express yourself how
everyone
you
to
express
clean their
yourself.
closet out. Yeah, like at least once a year, because it is like it was a shedding and it felt amazing. I feel lighter. I'm more excited when I walk into my closet and I'm not seeing these clothes that I'm like, oh, that reminds me of when I didn't feel myself. Like I struggled with postpartum depression and anxiety with my first child, and I was more aware of it with my daughter, so that helped. But you kind of like you feel that energy in the clothes or remember it when you're going through it. Same goes for like when you feel really good in something or you got the promotion or you crushed it on stage at a presentation you did. Wear that outfit again. It's fine.
It's fine. I mean, listen, I think a lot of people keep clothes in their closet to feel like they have things, to feel like they have a full closet. And
Mm-hmm,
I know that you have mentioned that.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
But think about what it is when you pull it off or you're like, oh, I have nothing to wear. And I can tell you it's because, personal experience. I went to Kohl's back when I wasn't making any money. I found shit on sale and it was work appropriate. Did I love it? No, but it was work appropriate and cheap. So I bought it and like I made it work. But when I look back at those pictures, I'm like, oh my God, I hated that so much. So not only did it, like the clothes didn't do anything to me, but because I hated it so much, I just didn't want it there. So another takeaway is one piece in, one piece out. This is
Love that.
one way to clean out your closet. If you have items that you don't like, then every time you buy something new, you give one of those items you don't like away. Or you can do Danielle's way and like obviously do a giant purge.
I needed
But
it.
I think the slow process is maybe a little bit easier on the bank account. But I think clothes can have two meanings. You have something that you buy because you have to, work example. Ugh,
Yep.
it's cheap, but it will work. And like that's a settle. We're not trying to settle for the clothes in our closet. The other one is if you've been through something, happy or sad, that
Mm-hmm.
holds the energy. And
Yep.
so for you, it sounds like you're postpartum days, it sounds like those clothes were still in your closet. And so to have those in there, it was just kind of like rubbing off on everything else. And like you
Yep.
said, you walk in your closet now and maybe you have less things. I haven't been in your closet, but
I
you
have less things.
feel
A
like
lot of less things. Yes.
lighter, literally lighter. And then you feel like happier because what you have is stuff that you want and you think it's cute.
Yeah. No, 100%. And like you're really good at this too. This is another, and it's really her tip, but I'm going to share it. And it is that she's really good at finding inexpensive items and then pairing them with like a nice purse or nice shoes or a nice jewelry and making the outfit look more expensive and very well put together. So like don't be afraid of, I think you want like a mix and match. Like what I was doing is buying so much stuff because I was afraid that I wasn't going to have things to wear, and I was keeping things that I didn't necessarily feel really good in, but I'm like, well, what if? And I would hold on to it. And that's that what if energy is bad juju. Like you want to put something on and be like, yes, this is great. So I feel like you do a really good job of having staples, like investing in quality items that are a little more expensive, but that you can use them in different ways to create more outfits. And then, buying the fun, cute dress or top you're going to wear one time, but it's inexpensive. So it's all good.
Yeah, I think the caveat to what you said about having the staples is it needs to be a neutral color. Like
Yeah.
you and I both love black. I went rogue today and chose flowers, but normally I'm in black. For majority of my life I've been in black, and I do that because whether it's a statement piece in black or it's a daily wear in black, you can mix and match. Go on vacation. Nobody's going to remember the outfits that you wore. Like there's so many secrets that come with wearing black that it just makes me so happy. And no matter how hard I try to gravitate to something else, I just keep going back to black because you can never have enough. Like how many LBDs does one have? Really? Like
Yeah.
I have $3 ones I found at Charlotte Russe, and then I have very expensive ones, and they all serve a different purpose,
For
but
anyone that
you can
doesn't
make
know what
them work
Charlotte
for
Russe
you.
is, um,
Exactly.
it's really sad that it's not around anymore because it was great back in our heyday.
A
I don't even know
great
what the
that and wet
equivalent of
seal.
it is now. Maybe what's the equivalent of it now, you think?
Forever
Yeah, maybe Forever 21. Yeah.
or Sheen. I feel like the stores
Yeah.
now are not in person, which going to Charlotte Russe in person was like a
So
total
fun.
cluster because there was shit everywhere, but at the same time, it was so much fun.
So much fun. Charlotte Russe. Oh
Okay.
my goodness. Okay, so let's go back
Yes.
to that. First of all, black. Yes, you need black staples. Everyone looks good in black. Everyone feels good in black. I am wearing all black today. And you love a good black outfit, right?
Yeah.
But
It's the mix
if
and
you
match
want, I
for
feel
me.
like you should talk a little bit about the energy of black because you're in this transition phase where you're like pulling in more color, you're pulling in more prints. And I think I feel like because I know you that has to do with like your level of happiness in life right now.
You are correct. So January 2018, I got out of a very traumatic relationship, very unhealthy. And for essentially 2018 to 22, all I really did was wear black. I mean, I throw a couple colors in there, but for the most part, the premise was black. And I think it was because I just was going through such a heavy, hard
Yeah.
time. And when I would pull things out, it was almost like I had flashbacks to the relationship. Have you ever had that?
100%. That's why I think it's so important to everyone to think of clothes as energy. Like it's like a time capsule sometimes, especially when
I was
something
going to
big
say,
happens. You're like, oh, it like takes you right back. It's jolting sometimes.
but it's also unexpected when you haven't had that happen before. And at the time, I was not where I am as far as like self reflection or self awareness and evolution,
Hmm.
evolving,
Yeah, evolving.
whatever I'm trying to say.
Absolutely.
I'm not where I was now. And so pulling those out and really not having anyone to speak to about this weird experience that I pulled a couple things out of my closet, and it almost was like a jolt of energy, and you feel these things and you don't understand. And sometimes it would just come in like the pit of my stomach, or it would be
Yeah.
a literal memory. And those are all the things where I'm like, I don't think I like this, right? But maybe you liked it or it has sentimental value. And those are the things that you will learn as you start to clean out your closet and like have a moment with your pieces. And so
Yeah.
the black has taken me for what did I say? 4, 5, 6 years.
Yeah.
It's taken me a
Since I've
long
known
time
you.
to get where I'm at. And so I had a black heart. And while I probably shouldn't have joked about that for so long, I really did have a black heart. Like I was operating at a very happy, surfacey level, but inside I was just dying. And all of a sudden, like I've changed where I live. I'm in a very happy, healthy relationship. And I've noticed that I've started to gravitate towards more color. But I also do rent the runway. So I don't have to commit to any of these bold pieces that I choose because I have like 13 dresses in there right now that I would never buy. I would, but I would never wear them again, which is why I wouldn't buy them. And so it
Sure.
allows me to have the flexibility of like buying the staple pieces of black so that that's what I will always have, and then having like the fun dresses that are like a 1 or 2 time wear. You
Yeah.
you post it once and you're kind of over it.
Okay, so let's
But
talk about that because
yeah,
I
this is
have
your
this, like, I
topic.
want to neutralize this behavior because when you feel good in something, like just because you posted it and it's on your feed, no one actually cares if you wear it again. So don't be afraid to wear it again and feel good. Like, there's reasons why some super successful people like Steve Jobs didn't love his outfits, but he had a uniform that he wore all the time. He was probably somebody that was like, I don't want to, like, it doesn't, it's a waste of energy for me to figure out clothes. So I'm going to wear this. I feel good in it. And that's what I'm going to show up in. So if you have something and you're like, oh, I can't wear that to this one because so-and-so is going to be there and they saw me in it 6 months ago, wear the freaking outfit, wear it, wear it, post it,
Can I
share
just say
it,
this is
feel good.
agree. If it makes you feel good and you love it, like don't you have outfits that you wish you could wear every single day? I have a few
Yes.
skirts in particular.
Yes.
Every day, if I could wear them every day, or if I could just wear a ball gown every day, I would. That's not really appropriate, but like that's like when you think about it, you want those things because they make you happy. And sometimes, who gives a fuck? Just wear it. Like,
Yes. Yeah.
but you
I
and I
mean,
do differ on that.
we do a little bit, yeah. Like and look, I'm working on it because I'm like, I'm that person. I'm talking to me right now. Like, oh, I just wore that. I like, it's literally things that go through my head, and I'm like, no, I should just wear it. So I'm trying to normalize it for myself, and in turn, like, hey, come do it with me so we can be together in this.
She needs support.
Yeah, I need support. I need, like,
The
the wear it
confidence in your
twice group.
decision
The
making.
wear it twice group.
Yes, I love that.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so black, normalizing wearing the same outfits more than once. You need your staple pieces.
Yep.
Um, yeah, buying in multiple like sets, right? So you like what you have, so you buy 2 or 3, same colors or not.
Yeah.
What else do we got? Oh, buy one, give one
Yeah, buy one,
away.
give one. And then we didn't really talk about this one, but I think it's really important as we're capturing the list is don't keep something if you don't love it. That's a lesson that took me a little while to learn because I'm like, well, maybe it'll work. But if you're, especially because there's so much online shopping happening these days, but if you don't love something, do not keep it.
Couldn't agree more. It's called fast fashion. Fast fashion, when you keep buying cheap stuff, wear it once or twice, and give it away. I buy cheap shit and take it to the dry cleaner. So I try to take care of my cheap shit
Yeah, I hang dry. I hang
because I
dry
want it to last.
it. I hang dry it.
I don't think most people do that. People think I'm nuts when I'm like, yeah, this top was $7 and I paid $12 to get it dry cleaned every time. I just like, I love
Hey,
it. So I want to
if
take
you
care of
love
it.
it, you keep it and you wear
And
it.
my other theory, which I started doing this a long time ago, is it takes the same amount of effort to put on yoga clothes as it does a sundress. Granted, we live in warm places, so that might be a
Sure.
little bit easier for us. If you are in a cold weather climate, you're gonna have to figure that out. I'm not sure I can help you there, but like figuring out that you don't have to have makeup on. I'm not talking about a full face of makeup and heels every time you leave the house, but being presentable so that when you run into somebody at the store, whether it's a colleague or somebody it didn't work out with, you feel confident. You're not like cowering in your skin
Like,
going, oh my
shit.
gosh, like the one day I didn't get ready, which has happened to me. I think it happened to me twice back to back. And I was like, fuck this. I am making sure I am ready every time I leave the house because that's an awful feeling.
Yeah.
That's an awful feeling. You can't portray any confidence like that.
Well, but then there's also some people on the flip side that I know that like feel totally fine barefaced and just in
Yeah.
sweats, right? And so if that's you, great. But for me, I like to at least have like an athleisure outfit on. Like I have 2 kids, I'm really busy. I like putting a dress on every day doesn't make me feel any better, and that's okay. Like
Hmm.
putting the dress on for her makes her feel better. And it's all about what makes you feel good. So it's not to be like, we're not attacking you if you don't like to put makeup on or if you like to roll out in your sweats, as long as you feel good. But if you're sinking in, like she said, and you're like, ah, fuck, why did I have to see them today? Or you're like dodging them in the store, you're like, don't look at me, don't see me. That's an indication that you should leave the house differently.
100%. I mean, you just gave the best example because the truth is, if you were looking hot and you felt real good, you'd go over and be like,
What's up?
bump the cart and be like, oh
What
my
is
God,
up?
Sam, it's so good to see you. You would be like a totally different
Yep.
response.
100. Awesome. I think these were
Oh, I
hopefully
love
good
this.
takeaways for you. I know that like implementing these strategies has really helped me in feeling good in the clothes that I'm wearing. And if anyone has any other tips, like we're open to all the things. We don't know everything, that's for sure.
We don't know everything. These are just our experiences and we want to share them with you. I feel like this one had a lot. It had
Yeah,
a lot
good
of good stuff
takeaways.
in it. Yeah, because this is a wide variety one. Oh, so find your uniform. That's your homework for the week.
Yeah.
Find there's no right or wrong. And
And
if you
put
need
it
it,
like in a
one for the
place in your closet where you can see it. Like if your closet is jam packed, like mine was before I cleared it out, I found so many things that I'm like, oh my gosh, I didn't know I have this. And I've been wearing it. And it's so fun.
Absolutely. Yeah, I actually feel like that is part of the energy. Jamming too much shit in your closet. That's a I don't know if I should say bad energy, but it just makes you feel
Bonus
cluttered.
tip.
Yeah.
Bonus
Right?
tip. Too much stuff. Get it out.
Clear out the closet just a little bit.
All right, hotties.
You want to be able
Well,
to see your stuff.
yes, we appreciate you tuning in. We look forward to seeing you next Tuesday. You know where to find us. Come hang out and join us at Hot Girls.
Thanks, hotties.